Classic Hits 106.3. Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. Before that, Tommy Cheetone. Want to say hello to everybody at Latte Da who's listening and rocking out with us this morning on the Classic Morning Show. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're listening online to KVHT.com, we appreciate that as well. Well, you know, next week we've got big things happening next couple weeks, starting next weekend as the First Dakota Classic and NFAA Unmarked 3D National Championships are taking place. And then the following week, the IFAA World Indoor Archery Championships are coming to town. And one of those competing is Rob Morgan. And now the three-star tour consists of 3 shoots. It's the World Archery Festival, the Indoor Nationals, and the First Dakota Classic. Now, if you participate in all 3, you're eligible to shoot off for a car. Now, eligible archers start at 10 yards and start moving back. The last archer standing wins the car. Now, if an archer cleans, which means shoots a perfect score at all 3 shoots, they win the $1 million. And this year, 6 archers will be shooting for that $1 million. And we have one of them with us, Rob Morgan. He is a parts manager at Caterpillar dealership in Billings, Montana. Married for 22 years, has a 19-year-old son. And we welcome Rob Morgan on the Classic Morning Show. Rob, first of all, thank you very much for taking time to talk to us today.
You bet.
Now, me and you, as we were talking, have something in common. I'm moving to Billings here in the next few weeks, and what beautiful country up there.
Oh yeah, it's they call it Big Sky Country for a reason. It's amazing up here.
Now, being that you are just like a normal, everyday individual, a parts manager at a Caterpillar dealership, how long have you been working there?
I've worked here for 9 years.
Now, you've been shooting a bow and arrow. How long have you been shooting, and when did you decide to become a pro?
I've been shooting for about 24 years. Started pretty young. Grew up with it for the love of hunting with it, and got more and more into tournaments, and I've been a pro now for 8 years.
Now, living in Billings, is that problematic for practicing, like especially during the winter months?
In the winter months, we have a pretty awesome range at our local archery store, Superior Archery. So we have a really awesome practice facility for indoors. For practice for the Dakota Classic, where we stretch the yardage out, it gets a little problematic because we don't have that indoor facility big enough. So we're dealing with snow and wind and all the good things Mother Nature can throw at us.
Now, according to the record keeping at the NFAA, you've had quite a bit of success as an amateur before you went pro. What really pushed you into the pro ranks, and how has it worked out for you so far?
It's worked out great. It's been fun. Love shooting with those guys every day. Back in 2003, I believe I won the Outdoor Nationals as an amateur and the Vegas shoot, and that pretty much gave me the confidence to go ahead and step up to the pro level and start shooting with these guys, and it's been great.
Now, since you're shooting for $1 million prize, you're one of the best out there. Do you feel that the shoot being held at the Easton Shooting Complex is an advantage or disadvantage for you?
Oh, it's a huge advantage. We get to shoot indoors. Like I said, we don't have to deal with Mother Nature. We stand in there, and you guy can make a perfect shot every time. So, it increases our odds greatly. And man, $1 million would be awesome.
Now, what's your mindset as you prepare to shoot for the largest prize in the history of archery?
Just try to keep your nerves under control, shoot one arrow at a time, and pray a lot.
Now you're also shooting for a car. Now, have you been in this event in the past, and how'd you do?
Yeah, I've shot for the car a couple times. Didn't turn out so well for me. I went out pretty early. So, but this year shooting's really strong. So I feel I have as good a shot as anybody.
Now, we've looked at a lot of the scores from the tournaments, and your name is always near the top quite a bit. How is that, being of your caliber, how have you managed to kind of fly under the radar, so to speak?
I think it's just because we don't get to go to all the tournaments. We don't go week in and week out. We hit the 3-star tour for the NFAA and a few other select tournaments around the country, and a lot of state and local stuff here. But I think it's just because we don't go week in, week out. That's why we kind of fly low.
Now, is there a big archery community up there? You would think there would be, and I'm just getting used to the Billings area. Is there quite a bit of archery competition up there?
There's not a ton. We have a fairly tight-knit community. We're not really big, but we have some pretty good shooters here, and we push ourselves pretty hard. So, and it's what we kind of do. It's our make a lot of sacrifices to shoot a lot, but.
Well, Rob, we thank you for your time. We know you're busy as you work and get ready, prepared for the tournament next week. Have safe travels out to Yankton, and we look forward to seeing you at the tournament.
Thank you. I always look forward to coming to Yankton. It's a nice place to come to.
Thank you very much. That's Rob Morgan, professional archer, and he will be here next week. You got to check this out, folks. If you have any information, get a hold of the NFAA here in Yankton. Great next 2 weekends, starting Friday the 19th, and then the next 2 weekends. A lot of great archery, and we look forward to it here in Yankton. Classic Hits 106.3.
Classic Hits 106.3.